Fire Emblem, Faith and Blood, the finale! I'm your host, Pondon, and this is Fire Emblem 8 ROM hack, not Ron hack, a ROM hack by Bloopy. And this is the final installment of our Let's Play. Let me just shift my chair up a little bit, get closer to the mic, because we're ready to go. Last time, we did some fighting with our pal King Grundaf of Gera, who is in an alliance, an uneasy alliance, I'll say, with Landon, our protagonist, and the Prince of Ilden. And we're now ready for the finale of this part. I've enjoyed the hack so far, and I'm excited to see what this last chapter has in store for us. So this is the last chapter of this build, 1F, Shadows. So let's see what it's all about here. There's a fun surprise in this map, if I remember correctly. Question marks. This darkness, Victoria, are you? Is suffocating. I'm fine, I only tripped. I can barely see ahead. Watch your step around these ruins. We have to be lost. The Citadel, we would have spotted it by now. You were the one who insisted on traveling through the night. And you agreed. You're the leader after all. It's not my fault if you can't follow directions. Victoria, did you see what you tripped over? Not really. It must have been some of the rubble. That isn't what I'm seeing. Take a closer look. Robed. Crushed under... No. I don't think we're lost. This can't be. It's only been a few weeks. You've arrived. Who said that? Where are you? You say. We have you surrounded. Assassins, is King Vendrick that cowardly? Come face me if you dare. King Vendrick didn't order us. We volunteered. We wouldn't do it for that coward. Why would you volunteer to fight for a murderer? Vendrick is evil. He's mean. Is it evil to fight for freedom? Only the ignorant believe Farna rules in peace. Farna's rule has kept peace in Valor for nearly 50 years. What have they done to deserve this? We were raised under a foreign religion, forbidden from learning our own culture. When I insulted Farna's creator, they saw fit to brand me with their crest. I bear the reminder of their piece on my forehead, a fire emblem. Ooh, name drop. That doesn't change what Vendrick did. His freedom is killing the innocent. If you count Farna among the innocent, you've been deluded by them. They only rule today because they stained their own hands 50 years ago. Ravel won't let them pass their tyranny down to the next generation. You're wrong. You can't weigh people's lives against freedom. Oh, is that all you can muster in response? I suppose we're done talking. Surrender or die. Urgh, what do we do? Stand our ground. I have to do what's right, no matter the cost. You think you're the only one who's had that epiphany? Every soldier you've killed believe the same. What of their lives? ... Landon. We both fight because we found resolve in what we believe. Your comrades did against me. If you do the same, I'll kill you too. ... It's quiet. No, I hear footsteps. They're coming. Get ready. Oof. We got a final boss. Final chapter. Multiple bosses. Let's frickin' go. Alright, so, deployment slot limits. Nice. So last time I played this, the previous build, you could deploy everyone, which I know I shared feedback with Bloopy. I thought that 13 units felt like a lot for that map, and even though I understand the logic of, well, I want to give the player an opportunity to get a feel for everyone. I mean, you get an opportunity to do that in the last chapter, but I think this chapter felt a little too easy with that many units, kind of given what it's going to look like, and I'll show you all in a sec. So I'm happy that there's some limitation, and now I got to make some tough choices. This is something I really like about, you know, kind of this early to mid-game Fire Emblem where you have limited deployment slots. Everyone, no one's really broken out yet as like a standout stud on the team. Maybe there's a few, but for the most part, like, you're still getting a feel for the units. No one's really like established themselves as bad or really great yet for the most part. You know, Mary's obviously an exception. Bryce is really good because he's higher level. But there's some flexibility here, so I have to think a little bit critically about who I'm going to bring, and I'll try and talk through my thought process as much as possible here. But before I do that, let's just check the map. There really isn't too much of a map here. It's Thraciafog, and I love this. I love this so much. As a self-proclaimed Thracia fanboy, I love this. I think it makes Fog of War really interesting, and curious to see how it goes. So there's a lot of walls that can be broken, but they have a ton of HP, which is fine. Some of them are just like there stylistically. Nope, never mind. I guess that was fixed. So looks like there's a few different points I'll need to hole up in. My understanding is that there are multiple bosses situated in different corners of the map, kind of surrounding you like a triangle. So I'm going to have to be really careful here. So who do I want to bring? So I think Gerald's getting the boot. That's for sure. I might bench Renning. I kind of think, let's see. If Ferris is like, Ferris is better, I think, honestly. So I'm gonna do that. And then Luca, and then Ezekiel. Ezekiel didn't get a good level up. I mean, he's really strong. And I feel like having 2 healers is going to be a necessity, especially if I need to do some torch support. Like, the game gives you plenty of good stabs to use. So let's do this real quick. Just deposit everything that I can use. And since this is the final, we're going to promote Alyssa. We're going to show that off as well. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this lineup. So let's use this. She's level 11. We got 1 level on her. Now we have some choices to make. Do we do Falco Knight or Wyvern Knight? Dude, that palette is so tight, though. I absolutely love that palette. It's just such a nice color scheme. I don't know if Bloopy disabled Pierce. I'm assuming that he did. Falco, I don't know. I'm partial to both these classes, honestly. Like, I feel like when I play vanilla, I always go Wyvern Knight. It's just such a fun class to use. It's really fast and speedy. But I also like the Falco Knight, a little extra resistance. My team is kind of light in the res department. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be facing here. Having swords to deal with weapon triangle shenanigans will be helpful. Yeah, I feel like Falco Knight's probably the less optimal choice. Like, having an extra unit with swords isn't going to be that helpful. Like, I have Bryce, I have Pate, I have Victoria, I have plenty of sword users, but none of them who fly. So Victoria fills in a niche there. But also as a Wyvern Knight, she could do really good. So I think, you know what? I'm gonna do Wyvern Knight. Actually, you know, before I do this, I'm gonna save. And then if I don't like, I'll just show off the gains just to show them off. And then, because I think everything else looks good from an items perspective, I might just have to give Alyssa. Yeah, she could. Oh, there's a steel sword there that I can take. So let's do this. I can just give this to her. And we'll give Bryce the steel sword. Okay, so let's we'll save one more time. We'll form up. So I think I'll send Bryce down here. Yeah, because I think all I want to do is put... Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, so I'll save again. And then we'll show off both promotions, and then we'll take a look and see which one actually is the best. Let's use this up. We'll try Falco Knight first. I mean, I'm definitely micromanaging this a little bit. It's one chapter. Okay, nice. Some nice stat gains. I like those. Using swords, also very helpful. So now let's do this actually. Little reverse, and then we'll try Wyvern Knight. So she got +2 strength, speed, and resistance, I think. That palette is so good though. It's hard to ignore this Wyvern Knight palette. Okay, okay. So not as much defense. Yeah, I think the extra strength is nice, I guess. But alright, we're gonna go with the Falco Knight, guys. If you have issues, please talk about them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you did. if you played this and got to explore a little bit. I mean, there's really not that many chapters you get to use or promoted anyway, but it's still one of the fun choices about branching promotions. I mean, branching, I have some issues with it as a concept in general, because it, if you're playing a certain way, it can lend itself to having like a bunch of units that are all the same class and some classes that you don't see at all. And as much as I think it's fun to have an army of units that are in a similar class, I think it's also fun to have a diverse cadre of units, if you will. So I, for one, think that, I mean, personally, I don't like branching promotions, but I do like the choice it can provide. So if you do a good job of balancing those choices so that certain units will be better suited for different classes versus just how do I always go into the most optimal class possible, if you can figure out a way to balance that, then that's really helpful, right? Because think about vanilla FE8, where you have so many units that want to mount, that want to, you know, go hero versus going warrior and stuff like that. Ranger versus hero, you know, like, I mean, I think Garrick's kind of a unique exception that hero's better for him in some cases, but I would argue that it's one of those things where it's like, all right, let's make everyone a mage knight, right? Let's give them a mount. It's because it's so much better than whatever you get with a sage. Like, the class itself is so much better that the individual unit doesn't matter. So, like, going back to Garrick, I think he's kind of the unique one in that, yes, he's giving up a mount, but he's better suited for the hero class. And maybe the game that he's in is better suited for him to be a hero based on his stats, based on what he's able to do in the context of that class. So it's pretty interesting in that regard. But I think, you know, keeping it simple with vanilla typing branches is totally fine. All right, so let's jump in. Whoa! I love this theme, dude. What is this from? I'm so into it. All right, we're gonna go up here. Thank you, Luca. And then we're gonna do this. Okay. So we're gonna put him here with the Zen Bateau. Dude, this map theme is spooky as all heck. I love it. What does this guy have? A steel sword. Steel sword. And a lance reaver. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this. We're gonna have Eliash whittle this guy down, and then Ferris going for the kill. Dude, I'm gonna say this again. I love Ferris's palette. I think you did a really nice job with it. I just want a can of ginger ale. That's really what I'm thinking. All right. And how are you doing here? Oh, let's look at just one round this dude, and then. Okay, so we're just gonna have, can Mary do this? She can't, but Alyssa can. Maybe I can do this instead. Hey, let's hope there's no archer. I'd rather take the forest to defend and keep my units a little bit closer together and let the Myrmidon attack either Mary or Landon and get this guy out of the way so he doesn't go after Elias from behind. I don't think there's anyone else that's going to come out of here that will scare me, but I'd rather put Alyssa in danger because she's better equipped to deal with it than some of my other units. Yeah, this is fine. I'd rather Luca take the hit here and have the Cavalier try and suicide onto Bryce. I think that's a better move. Clara can heal her up pretty quickly anyway. Everyone else should be fine. That's a nice dodge by Mary. Yeah, so this should kill him, or pretty close to it. Nice. Whoa, new sprite. I thought there'd be something here besides rubble. A battle is not what I was hoping for. There's enough corpses around here already. Perhaps these ones are keeping some gold, one can only hope. So a thief, that's super helpful in this chapter. Alright, so... I'm gonna do some torching. Let's see what's over here, just so I know if I need to hole up this left side or not. Okay, we're fine. Oh, we have the boss. Lang. A vengeful volunteer from Vale, cares for his horse. What a nice guy. He's pretty strong. Okay. So just gotta be mindful of that. And then... let's see... okay, so I'll do this with Pate, and then I'll let Victoria get the kill there. Good dodge, Pate. Probably would have made more sense to use Victoria first, but she's dodgy, so it's good. So Victoria's leveled up really nicely in this playthrough. Last time I played, she did not do so well, so I feel like she was pretty useful. Okay, so we'll give Landon this kill. Because I want Mary to go upstairs to deal with the archer. Okay, this archer's a little scary. Who talks to this guy? Sarah. A crafty thief and a compulsive liar. Loves the thrill of stealth. Pretty solid stats overall. Oh, she doesn't move. Okay, so who needs to talk to her though? Landon needs to talk to her, I bet. Yeah, okay. So I gotta get Landon over there. I forgot that there was a thief in this chapter, which makes total sense given the context. Does the boss move? Yes, the boss will move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but the boss won't be able to attack me here, so that's fine. And it's a mage, so Mary's well equipped to deal with it. Thank you. Dude, I haven't really even needed to use the Thunder Tome so much. Mary's just that dominant with fire. Let's see. HP skill. Okay, slowing down a little bit, but still really, really good. Okay. I want to heal Luca, but I also want to see what's over here. It's not like I'm going to have any other chapters to use this in, so I'm fine with torching everything up. Alright, no one's hidden there. I'm like so worried there's gonna be like a longbow dude up there, but there's no one down here, so let's do this. Let's hope that mercenary down there doesn't have a lance reaver, because that would be pretty annoying. But this is really helpful. Nice, steel sword, iron axe, okay. So I think I'm just gonna have Sarah get rescued by Alyssa and bring her to Landon. I think that's going to be the best way to approach this, and then... yeah, so I think I'm going to send Ferris up there to deal with this guy, because this guy will... actually, no, I can just do this. So I'll keep Ferris there, and I'll keep Eliash nearby to deal with anyone else who comes through. And Bryce will just finish this guy off. I wanted to give that kill to someone else, but Bryce was really the only person left. And he's getting nice experience gains from it, so it's fine. Level 14. HP strength. Okay. We'll leave Eliash here. and we'll see how this goes. Alright, in range. Nice job, Alyssa. Alright, yeah, promoting her here was smart. I should have done that sooner, but hey, that extra point of skill I got from that previous level up, man, I don't know, it was pretty worthwhile. And we'll let Ferris do some work here. Okay. This theme is so eerie. It's so nice. Okay. Okay, there we go. So we'll bring Alyssa will bring them back. And we'll torch down here. Weapon rank B, very nice. Okay. So I'm gonna have Ferris get this kill. I'm gonna put Mary in range of the boss. At top. I think Mary will be fine there. And this guy's over here somewhere. So we'll put Bryce draw this guy in. We'll have Pate draw this guy in over here. Fighting support, and then we'll send her. That's fine, and then Landon's kind of just chilling out over here. So I think Landon will be fine doing this. I'll just keep her up there. Okay, I think this is good. Yeah. So one thing this hack does that I like a lot, I feel like I've been saying a lot of things that I like, but the weapons, the stuff that you get for moving quickly, like the, what's it called, the Zambato, and then the Torch Staff in the last chapter, it's like, they're so useful in the next chapter. Like, this chapter would be so much harder if I turtled. So it's another interesting way to do anti-turtle incentives, just like, hey, like, because you got this, you're gonna have a much easier time in the subsequent maps, and I'll take that level up. So I can definitely appreciate that from a design choice perspective. Well, let's see what this boss has. Ooh. The world is cruel, it burns and abandons, but I will reclaim what Farna stole from me. Maybe my fire will help you understand. Let's see. So she can survive another hit, which is good. And she doubles too. Okay, so she can just kill this guy outright right now. I don't think there's anyone else around that can come after her. I will say, like, this match is definitely a little, like, bait and switchy. Especially with the fog, but, you know, if you don't have the torch depth, that's a lot harder. So let's see how Ferris does here. Not really that great. Can Elyash get this kill? No. So let's have Mary do this, and then I'll rescue her out of there. Oh, desperation, nice. That's convenient. That should bring priest, so why do I feel empty? Levon. Poor guy. Put Victoria here. I'll get Pate healed up. I'll probably torch again next turn. But this is fine for now. He's doubling. This is so sick. Bloop, I don't know if you have any playable soldiers planned, but you may want to check out their class bases because vanilla GBA soldiers are just terrible. Like, their stats are just really bad. They're like the Goombas of Fire Emblem. So I would recommend that you buff their bases a little bit just to make them a little bit more competitive. But totally up to you, man. Okay, so then... we'll just let Eliash do this from safety. And then Landon will take Mary out and drop her so that she can get a heal. Alright, so I feel pretty good about where we're at right now. We have one boss down, the top is clear. I don't think there's any reinforcements that'll come out. I think reinforcements on a chapter like this would help make it feel a little bit more scary. Because right now I feel like I can clear out a section and then not really worry about it. Like I don't really have to go back to any of the areas I've covered. I mean, I'm going to go get that chest up top with Sarah once I recruit her. So I'm going to leave Landon up there so that we can do the drop talk thing. And then we'll go from there. Oh, here we go. Soldier. Then, okay, I can probably just do it with the iron sword there. I don't even need to use the Zambato. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, dude, Bryce is so strong with even this iron sword. It's crazy. Okay, so there's that. So we'll do some talking. Let's see. You don't seem to be one of the enemy. Who are you? My name is Marissa, good sir. I got lost looking for survivors. I see. In any case, it isn't safe here. Stay behind us for now. Of course. Who might you be? Exactly. The armor looks expensive. John. ... Alright. I'm Sarah. I'm a thief and I came to loot. If you tell me your real name, we might be able to strike a deal. I'm Landon, Prince of Elden. I'll still protect you, but I don't need a thief. Oh, sure you do. Have you seen how dark it is? Landon, have you played Fire Emblem? I can help you navigate and swipe some gold for you along the way. I'm sure. How big is your finder's fee? What do you mean? The only payment I need is honor of serving the prince. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you can offer some utility at least. With me, Sarah. Any finder's fees, and I'll leave you to the enemy. Any what now? I still have no clue what you're talking about, my lord. Alright, so now we have Sarah. Let's take a look at her. So, she is a thief, level 8. D rank. I mean, base is pretty akin to a thief. I like that she's worse at fighting than Victoria. I think a lot of the time, you know, if you try and do like the high-level thief thing, they kind of just become discount myrmidons that can steal. So I like that her combat's not as good. She definitely strikes me as a utility unit that can do some stuff. I mean, she's fast. Her strength isn't like abhorrent. 6 strength is okay. Excuse me. 9 luck, leave her some dodge. I like that she has focus. That's pretty nice for a thief, given that they're usually off on their own going and collecting shit like I'm about to go do here. So that's good. And then, oh yeah, let's look at her growths. Wow! Those are really nice growths. So I guess there's some incentive to use her in combat. I mean, 45, 45, 55, 45, 30, 20, 75. Like, that's really, really solid. I kind of want to fight with her now just to see how she does. I mean, I don't necessarily know if she'll be more useful or not as a utility. I do have a bunch of sword units already, but it's nice to know you have the option to fight with your thief. Because I know in some games it can feel like FE6, for example, is like a game where you really don't want to use your thieves very much because their combat ceiling is so low by comparison. So it's nice to play a game where the thieves are, you know, worth using even if you don't really need to. Alright, so what does Victoria do? Can Victoria double this guy? She can, so I'll let Victoria take this kill. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to heal. Yeah, I'll put her here, so in case there's anything off to the right. I think one of the bosses is down in that little room to the southeast of where Pate and Victoria are. So I'm going to do this. Gotta love speed to double. Okay. Glad I didn't send any horse units down here. Nice, nice, nice. And then... okay, let's send some guys over here. Okay, so we'll do this. Let's see what happens. He should be fine. I think that's a kill for Ferris on the next turn. Give him a level. The boss is a little bit further south, so I think I should be able to pull him in with Bryce, but let me do some maneuvering here. I'm gonna get this chest. The Regal Lance. Cool. Strong as Cavalry Knights. Nice! Weapon for Landon. So that's good. I'll get that in a bit. Let's see. So I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do this. See what's over here. And see what she gets. And then I'll probably put Bryce in a defensive position. Okay, so there's nothing over here. So I'll send Bryce up. Because I definitely want Bryce to deal with that Cavalier. I'm gonna keep these guys over here, so I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna send Alyssa down here to help these guys out. She has so much move, it's great. And then Landon will send down this way, and Luca will send down this way too. Then we'll have Ferris. I actually should have had Luca go heal Ferris, but that's fine. Ferris will get the kill. And the level? Yes. So let's see, this is the second level up. HP, luck, defense, okay. Kind of a slow start, but I'll take some extra bulk. And we'll do this just to be safe. Okay. I'm like really scared of an archer being over here, so let's do this. Gotta love the torch staff. Okay. There's a mage. Okay, so that's good. And this boss doesn't move, interestingly enough. Amir. The hand axe. Okay. Okay, so I'll draw this guy in. How does... This is what... Ooh, maybe... maybe not so good here. But, yeah, because she could die, so I'm not going to do that. But I'll let these two move in. Moving in ever so slowly and carefully with the Zambato. We'll let Luca get the heal here. Or not. But we'll get Landon over here. Ooh, support. Cool. And we'll do this. Actually, don't want to give him the force, so let's do this and we'll see how this pans out. Aha! I'll trample over the enemies of my king, then can match the bond I share with my horse. He just really likes his horse. Leave him alone. Whoa! That's a pretty good way to close this out. Bryce, you did a really nice job. That was really well done. Let's see, level 15. Hit point, strength, luck, resistance. Okay. That's funny. That's really funny. MVP of the LP goes to the Zambato sword, so thank you Zambato for all of your contributions in this part 1. Let's see what we got going on over here now. So I think we're just about cleared out on this top part. I think that's all that's left, but I'd love to see if there's anything else I need to grab. Don't think so. Okay. Alyssa will do this with the sword. Falcon Knights with swords, guys. Something that I found in like vanilla I never really did. Because by the time that you would promote your flyers, like, you don't really need to use swords for anything, so it's nice to use swords here. Alright, victory music. I don't think there's anything else I need to do here, so let's see. We'll do some killing edge shenanigans. Enough talk, draw. clutch crit. Can't you do it again? No. Alright, this one's going to Pate. Nice job, Victoria. And then Pate will close it out, so... Oh, never mind. No, we won't. I probably should have checked for the steel sword, but he'll be fine. Yeah, I think we're good. So let's see this wrap up. It's gonna go for Pate. And that's a wrap, boys and girls. That's a wrap. Oh no, never mind, he's not dead yet. But I'll take that level up. Okay. Almost there, guys. Sorry about that. A false alarm. Let's see if there's anything over here. I don't know. There's got to be something up here. But I'm not gonna bother. Give this one to. Do we gamble? No. Let's just do this. Alright. We have part 1 in the books. Fight on. I can still... Alright, so that's the run. That settles it. We're buying torches and we're traveling in dark again. Yeah, I don't blame you, Victoria. That's a pretty fair point. The fog... I like the fog. I really did like the fog. I don't think it's that bad, as people say. It's quiet again. Only us in what remains of the Citadel. I think I should say only us and what remains of the Citadel. Landon, you really meant what you said to those men before, didn't you? The remains, the bodies, I will never forget them. I can't say what they believed was wrong, but their actions are unforgivable. King Vendrick must be stopped. They reduced it to rubble so quickly. This is why he sent troops into Eldon and Gareth, to buy time. If they spoke true, he's likely carving his way through Farna as we speak. We can't wait for your father, Victoria. We've returned to Valor Center only to find it destroyed. Pursuing Reveal into Farna is the only course of action. Yes, I agree. We'll make him answer for this. This war is about to begin in earnest. Reveal's full force is likely waiting. We've come this far. If we truly mean to fight for what's right, we have to keep moving forward and face the opposition head on. You know I was serious about the torches, right? We can't let this happen again. Alright, if that's what it takes, Victoria. I did say no matter the cost, didn't I? Good. We'll pick them up after the way. Inform the rest. We'll march for Farna. By the way, Landon, what is it? Nothing. I'll go tell them. Are you ready, Victoria? As I'll ever be. Let's get moving. We were fleeing from Vendrick not long ago. This time there can be no retreat. Farna's fate is in our hands. Alright. Is that the end? End of version. So let's see what this is all about. This is like vitamin C graduation music. Don't worry, the darkness isn't speaking to you, Bloopy here. This is the end of Faith and Blood VO2. Thanks for playing, I hope you enjoyed it. You can keep up with my progress on FAU and Discord. Feedback is always appreciated. For now, keep this chapter saved. It'll be replaced by a new chapter in the next version. That's all for now. I'll quit talking to you from the void. Alright, so that is a wrap, guys. That is an absolute wrap on Faith and Blood V.02. So, just going back to that last chapter, I really liked it. I like the idea of having multiple bosses at different points, different corners of the map. I think it was a little bait and switchy at times, as I mentioned, where it was easy to draw on the enemy. There wasn't, you can really pick them off one at a time because of how they were spaced out. I know we talked about this a little bit on Discord, Bloopy, but I might suggest having some of the enemies charge you more, whether that's like, a 2-range AI or something like that. Like if they can move within your range in 2 moves, that they'll start moving. Having some reinforcements come from different spots could be an interesting way to keep things fresh and catch the player off guard, so they feel a little bit more inclined to defend their backside or other sides that they thought they may have cleared out. I think that can kind of add to the mystery and the suspense of the map as well. But overall, I really liked it. I think it was a nice chapter. I love Fog of War. I know I'm in the minority of people who like Fog of War, especially Thracia Fog of War, but I think it works really well here. And so I appreciate what you did. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cut here. and then I'm going to make another video to capture my overall thoughts on the hack. So I'm just going to let this sit for a little bit and think through it, and then I'll have another follow-up video, and I'll go through the units, share my thoughts on them, and I will also share my thoughts on the hack overall, and where I think, you know, there's some improvement to be made, but also where I think, you know, you did it really well. So that's a wrap, guys. So this is Pondon, and this is Fire Emblem Faith and Blood, and we're out. So be safe out there, stay hydrated, don't do anything stupid, and I'll talk to you soon, guys. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, tell me how wonderful I am, tell me how smooth my radio voice is, because this has been 103.1, and you're listening to the Fire Emblem LP on YouTube. Alright, take it easy, guys. That's it.